Morning. I welcome all of you. I am V. Srinivas Reddy, Associate Professor of Mathematics, Government Degree College, Ramanapet. This is a 25th video lesson and the 12th video lesson on the geometry. Today, last class I talked on cone. Today I will talk on an enveloping cone. So today first I will define an enveloping cone and we see what is the enveloping cone of a sphere and we see some problems. So we know the cone means already last class, I defined in the last class, cone means the line, the lines generated, the lines which are passing through a fixed point, the lines generated by, which are passing through a fixed point and touching the given sphere. So here enveloping cone means that line, that line is called generator. Here generator is the line is tangent line, then that cone is called enveloping cone. So we see the definition. The locus of tangent lines drawn from a given point, that is a fixed point here, from a given point to a given surface is called enveloping cone of that surface with the given point as its vertex. So cone means it is a surface generated by straight lines which are drawn, or the cone means the surface generated by straight lines which are passing through a fixed point and touching a given and intersecting a given surface or touching a given surface. Here, same thing definition, just that line will be a generating line should be a tangent line. So the locus of tangent lines, drawn from a given point, means from a fixed point to a given surface. So tangent lines drawn from a fixed point to a given surface is called enveloping cone of that surface with the given point as its vertex. So already we defined in the cone, the fixed point is called vertex. So finally, enveloping cone is a locus of tangent lines which are drawn from a given point. We take this given point as a vertex to a given surface is called enveloping cone of that surface with the given point as its vertex. So this is the definition. So enveloping cone is nothing but it is a locus of all tangents which are drawn from a vertex to the given surface, So we see first the enveloping cone of a sphere. Find the equation of cone whose vertex is at the point alpha, beta, gamma, and whose generators touch the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square, or nothing but we find the enveloping cone of sphere. So tangent means it touches the given surface. So it is nothing but you can ask like this also question. Find the equation find the enveloping cone of the sphere vertex at the vertex alpha beta. In other words, so find the equation of the cone whose vertex is at the point alpha beta gamma and whose generators touch the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to a square. So now first we take the equation of the line through a point alpha beta gamma. So the equation of the line to the point alpha beta gamma is x minus alpha by L, y minus beta by M, z minus gamma by N. So this is equal to TC. So from this, if you take this two, so we know that any equation of the any line which passes through x1 y1 z1 is x minus x1 by L, y minus y1 by M, z minus z1 by N. So here element are direction cosines. So from if you take this is equal to TC, so x minus alpha by L equal to T, x minus alpha equal to LT. So x equal to alpha plus LT, x equal to alpha plus LT. Similarly, y minus beta by M equal to T, y minus beta equal to MT, y equal to beta plus MT. And z minus gamma by N equal to T, z minus gamma equal to NT, z equal to gamma plus NT. So any point in this line is of the form, any point on the line is of the form x, y, z, x equal to LT plus alpha, y equal to MT plus beta, NT plus gamma. So any point on this line is of the form LT plus alpha, MT plus beta, NT plus gamma. So given sphere is S is equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus a square equal to 0. So now substituting the value x equal to LT plus alpha, So now substitute the point on the line in the given sphere, substituting x equal to Lt plus alpha, y equal to mt plus beta, z equal to nt plus gamma. So x equal to Lt plus alpha whole square, y is mt plus beta whole square, and z is nt plus gamma, so nt plus gamma whole square, so minus a square. So here a plus b whole square, we get L square t square. Similarly here first term m square t square, second term here first term n square t square. Taking t square common, L square t square, m square t square, n square t square, L square plus m square plus n square t square. Here in the first term in the expansion Lt plus alpha whole square, L square t square, here m square t square, here n square t square. This is like a plus b whole square. And we know a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. 2ab, what is 2ab? 2lt alpha, 2l alpha t. 2lt alpha means 2l alpha t. Similarly, here we get 2mt beta, 2nt gamma. So taking t common, 2 and t common, 2 into l alpha plus m beta plus n gamma into t. Here second term is this is a plus b whole square. Here we get 2lt alpha. So 2lt alpha. Similarly, here 2mt beta. Similarly, so we get 2m beta. So 2mb beta, mbt. So 2mt beta. So we are getting 2mt beta, and here 2nt gamma. Here 2nt gamma. So taking t common out, so we'll get this. Here last term. Here a plus b whole square, a square, L square, t square. This is first term. 2lt alpha here first term. The alpha square, here beta square, here gamma square, minus a square. So now, if the line 1 tangent to the sphere 2, so the tangent means it touches the given sphere. This line touches the given sphere. That means point of intersection, line and sphere is 1. Because we have to find out the analytic cone of the sphere. Analytic cone of the sphere means the locus of tangent lines drawn from a vertex to a given surface. So here we have to find out who generator. So this is generator, because passes the generator means passes through the vertex. So this line, this generator touch the sphere. Touch the sphere means it intersects the sphere at only one point. That means it is a tangent line to the sphere. This line 1 is a tangent line to the sphere 1. That means line 1 touches the sphere 2. That is here tangent means, so line 1 touches the sphere 2. Touches the sphere 2 means the intersection of line and the sphere only one way. Line and the sphere intersects at only one point. So then the values of t for equation 3 are equal, because intersection of line and sphere is only one point. So the line intersects the sphere at only one point because it touches the sphere. It is a tangent line. So here we get two values. If t has the different values, a line intersects the sphere in 2 points, but here it is a tangent. It touches the sphere. Therefore, then the values of t are equal, because we have to get only one value. So we know that the for quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 has equal roots. If for discriminant equals 0, b square minus 4ac equals 0. This is like ax square in place of x, t square is there, plus bx plus c equals 0. Ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So because of the values of t are equal or coincide, because the line touches the sphere, because the line and sphere line intersect the sphere at only one point. So b square minus 4ac equals 0. This is like ax square plus bx plus c. At square, so in place of x, t is there. At square plus bt plus c. So a is L square plus m square plus n square. B is 2 into L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma plus c. So c is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus a square. So tangent means the line touches the sphere. Touches means the point of intersection line and sphere only one. The point of the line in tangent to the sphere means the line touches the sphere. That means the line intersects the sphere at only one point. That means t has only one value. That means the values of t are equal. So b square minus 4ac equal 0. B square, b is this is ax square plus bx plus c. In place of x is the t is there. A t square plus bt plus c. So b is a 2 into L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma. So 4 into L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma whole square. So similarly, that equal to 4ac. 4ac. Here A is L square plus m square plus square. 4ac. C is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus a square. So here this is A, L square plus m square plus n square. B is 2L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma. C is alpha square plus beta square gamma square minus a square. So 4ac. So here from this b square minus 4ac equal to b square equal to 4ac. So if you take right hand side, b square equal to 4ac. So b square 4 into L alpha plus m beta n gamma whole square equal to, if you take the right hand side, is equal to 4ac. A is L square plus m square plus n square. C is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus a square. So from this 4 will be cancelled. We get L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma whole square equal to L square plus m square plus n square into alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus a square. So here, because it is a tangent to the sphere 2, that is the line touches the sphere 2, that means the line intersects the sphere at only one point. That means values are, then the values of t for the equation 3 are equal or coincident. So values of a quadratic equation are equal. B square minus 4ac equal 0, that is b square equal 4ac. So here A is L square plus m square plus n square, B is 2 into L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma, C is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus a square. So 4 will be cancelled. We'll get L alpha plus m beta plus n gamma all square equal to L square plus m square plus n square into alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus c square. So now eliminating LMN from 1 and 4. So using 1 and 4, eliminating LMN from 1 and 4, you write in place of L x minus alpha, m is y minus beta. So x minus alpha into L or alpha, m is y minus beta into beta, n in place of n, z minus gamma into gamma. And here L square, x minus alpha whole square, m square y minus beta whole square, and n square z minus gamma whole square. And also this is a 4ac is here alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus c square. So we'll get x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square z minus gamma whole square into alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus c square. So this is the equation 5. Let s is equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus a square, and s1 equal to, suppose if you assume s1 equal to, here we have to find out the point vertex is alpha beta gamma. Just write alpha x xx1 plus yy1 plus zz1. So alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z minus a square. S11 equal to, so S1 equal to alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z minus a square. S11 equal to, just write x in place of x equal to alpha, in place of y beta, in place of z gamma. So S11 equal to alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus a square. Alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square minus a square. So S is equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus a square. So S1 is alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z minus a square. S11 equal to alpha square plus, so just substitute x equal to alpha, y equal to beta, z equal to gamma. This is take S11. Now S1 minus S11. S1 minus S11. So S1 minus alpha x minus alpha square, taking alpha common, x minus alpha. Okay. So beta y minus beta square, taking beta common, y minus beta will get gamma z minus gamma square, taking gamma z minus gamma, a square will be cancelled. So S1 minus S11 equal to alpha into x minus alpha plus beta into y minus beta. So alpha x minus alpha square, alpha into x minus alpha, beta into y minus beta, gamma into z minus gamma. So S1 minus S11 equal to alpha into x minus alpha plus beta into y minus beta, gamma into z minus gamma. So now you see this x minus alpha whole square, y minus beta whole square, z minus gamma. So x minus alpha whole square, y plus y minus beta whole square, z minus gamma whole square. This can be written as. So here first term is x square. Here first term is y square, because a minus b whole square, we know that a minus b whole square is a square minus. So we know that a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So first term is x square. Here first term is y square. Here first term is z square, and write minus a square. So here first term is x square, y square, z square. Right here minus a square. Here second term is minus 2a, minus 2x alpha, minus 2y beta, minus 2z gamma. So we're taking minus 2 common, alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z, right, minus a square extra. So minus 2x alpha, minus 2y beta, minus 2z gamma, taking 2 common, minus 2 alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z, and write minus a square extra. And plus third one. Here in this expansion, third term. Here actually a minus b whole square means x square minus 2 alpha x plus alpha square. Third term is alpha square. Here third term beta square. Third term gamma square. And right minus a square. So now here we have written minus a square minus a square minus 2a square minus 2 into minus a square plus 2a square. These two will be cancelled. This is same as this. So actually this is x minus alpha whole square means x square minus 2 alpha x plus alpha square and y square minus 2 beta y plus beta square, z square minus 2 gamma z plus gamma square, and extra here written minus 2a square plus 2a square will be cancelled. Finally get x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square, z minus gamma whole square can be written. First one is s, second one is this is s1 minus 2s1 plus s1. So finally x minus alpha whole square plus y minus beta whole square, z minus gamma whole square equal to s minus 2s1 plus s1, s minus 2s1 plus s1. So just here by expanding here first term x square y square z square right here and extra we write minus a square. Here similarly last term alpha square a minus b whole square, a square minus 2a plus b square, last term alpha square beta square gamma square, right here minus a square. Extra we have written minus 2a square and here we write minus plus 2a square. It will be cancelled. And minus 2 alpha x minus 2 beta y minus 2 gamma z. So minus 2 taking common alpha x plus beta y plus gamma z minus s. So finally we are getting s minus 2s1 plus s1. So therefore finally by 5, the first one this can be written as s1 minus s1 because if you take the s1 minus s1 means alpha x minus alpha square, taking alpha common, alpha into x minus alpha, beta common y minus beta, gamma common z minus gamma. So s1 minus s1 whole square equal to s minus 2s1 plus s1 into s1. A minus b whole square, s1 square, 2ab, 2s1 s1, b square, s1 square, s into s1 minus 2s1 s1, s1 into s1 square. So these two are cancelled and s1 cancelled. Finally we get s into s1 equal to s1 square. So these two are cancelled. We will get finally s into s1 equal to s1 square. So finally, enveloping cone of sphere at a point with vertex at alpha, beta, gamma is s into s1 is equal to s1 square. Just simple this is, s is given sphere, right? X square plus y square plus z square minus s square. S11 means just write in place of x equal to alpha, y equal to beta, z equal to gamma. And s1 means x alpha, y beta plus gamma z minus s square whole square. So this is the enveloping cone of the sphere s equal to 0 is finally we are getting s1 equal to s1 square. Just here values of t are equal because because the line 1 tangent to the sphere 2. That means this line touching the sphere 2. That means the line intersects the sphere at only one point. That's why values of t are equal. Therefore, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, b square equal to 4ac. And we see one problem on this. So finally, we are getting enveloping cone of sphere s equal to 0 with vertex alpha, beta, gamma is ss11 equal to s1 square. So find the enveloping cone of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square minus 2x plus 4z equal to 1 with its vertex at 1, 1. Find the enveloping cone of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square minus 2x plus 4z equal to 1 with its vertex at 1, 1. So let given sphere is s is equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus 4z minus 1 equal to 0. Here is equal to 0. I have to write here. Let us given sphere is x square plus y square plus z square minus 2x plus 4z minus 1 equal to 0. Minus 1 equal to 0. So let P is the point vertex x1, y1, z1, 1, 1, 1. So S1 means just simple S1 and means xx1 plus xx1 here plus yy1 here plus yy1 plus zz1 minus here take off, take the x coefficient off here 2 is there 1 2 by 2 1 of x plus x1. Here coefficient of z of 2 of z plus z1. So minus 1. Here x1 plus y1. Here Mr. x1. So x1 is 1. X plus here plus y into 1 plus y plus z into 1 z. So minus x plus 1 plus 2 into z plus 1 minus 1. So finally we get here S1 means xx1 plus yy1 plus zz1 minus just take the coefficient of 2 by 2 is 1 into x plus x1. Here half of the coefficient of z is a 2 into z plus z1 minus 1. So xx1 plus yy1 means x plus y plus z minus x1 is 1, z1 is 1. So we'll get xx will be cancelled and y z plus 2z 3z and minus 1 minus 2 plus 2 0. So finally get s1 equal to y plus 3z. S11 means just substitute x1 y1 z1. So x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square minus 2x1 plus 4z1 minus 1. Substitute x is equal to 1, y equal to 1, z equal to 1. So writing you get 1 plus minus 2 plus 4 minus 1. So here 7 minus 3 will get 4. So we know that the enveloping cone of the sphere with its vertex at 1 1 is S11 equal to S11 equal to S11 equal to, you know, the enveloping cone of the sphere with its vertex at 1 1 is S11 equal to S1 square. So here S is x square plus y square plus z square minus 2x plus 4z minus 1. S11 is 4 and S1 square is y plus 3z whole square. Y plus 3z whole square. We'll get so we'll get what is that? We'll get here. We get to 4x square plus 4y square plus 4z square. 4x square plus 4y square plus 4z square minus 8x plus 16z minus 4 and y plus 3z whole square is equal to y square plus 3z whole square is 9z square. Y plus 3z whole square is y square. So this is a square. A square is y square. B square is 3z whole square 9z square plus 2ab 6yz. 6yz. So if you take left hand side 4x square, here 4y square minus y square. If you take left hand side, right hand side, if you take left hand side y square minus y square, we'll get 3y square, 4y square minus y square, and 4z square minus 9z square minus 5z square plus 6yz. If you take left hand side minus 6yz, you get a minus 8x plus 16z minus 4 equals 0. Now see another problem. So that the plane z equals 0 cuts the enveloping cone of the sphere, which has enveloping cone of the sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal 11, which has its vertex at 2 4 1 in a rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola. Which has its vertex at 2 4 1 in a rectangular hyperbola. Here, what is the given sphere? Given sphere is s equal to x square plus y square plus z square minus 11 equal 0. Let p is equal to point. So its vertex p is x1 y1 z1. This is a 2 4 1. So s1 is just xx1 plus yy1 plus zz1 minus 11. So x1 is a 2, y1 is 4, z1 is 1. We'll get s1 equal to 2x plus 4y plus z minus 11. S11. Just write in place of x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square minus 11. So x1 is 2 square, x1 is 2, y1 is 4, z1 is 1. So 2 square plus 4 square plus 1 square minus 11. Here we get 2 square means 4. 4 square means 16. 4 plus 16, 20 plus 1. 21 minus 11, that equals 10. So we know that the equation of enveloping cone of given sphere whose vertex at 2 4 1 is. So equation of enveloping cone is a formula SS11 equal to S1 square. SS11 equal to S1 square. So already in the first problem I have seen what is the equation of enveloping cone. SS11 equal to S1 square. So we'll get S is here x square plus y square plus z square minus 11. So SW1 is a so here S into SW1 equal to S1 square. Here S is x square plus y square plus z square minus 11. So SW1 is 10. S1 square 2x plus 4y plus z minus 11 whole square. S1 is 2x plus 4y plus z minus 11. So now we have to show that the plane z equal 0 cuts the enveloping cone of the sphere, which has a vertex 2, 4 in a rectangular head. So the equation of the enveloping cone of a given sphere whose vertex is SS double angle S1 square. So the plane z equal to 0 meets this plane in the conic. So if you substitute z equal 0, we'll get. So we have to find out the plane z equal 0 cuts the enveloping cone of the sphere. So if you write z equal 0, we'll get 10 into x square plus y square minus 11 and 2x plus 4y minus 11 whole square, comma z equal 0. So you get 10x square plus 10y square minus 110. You have to a plus b minus c whole square. So we'll get 10x square, 10y square minus 110. We know that a plus b minus c whole square is a square. So a square is a 4x square, b square 16y square, c square 121 square. So here a square 2x whole square, 4x square plus b square 4y whole square, 16y square plus c square 11 square. 11 square is 121. That is the so a square 2x whole square is 4x square, b square 16y square plus c square 11 square means 121 and 2ab plus 2ab. This is like a plus b minus c whole square. 2ab 2 into 2x into 4y. 2 into 2x is 4x into 4y, 16xy. So get plus 16xy. And here it is the minus is there, a plus b minus c, that is minus 2bc. Minus 2bc means minus 2 into 4y, minus 8y, 8y into 11. So minus 88y. So minus 88y. And minus 2ac. 2ac is 2 into 2x, 4x into 11, minus 44x. So 44x. So if you take, this is a left hand side, 10x square minus 4x square, 6x square, plus 10y square minus 16y square, minus 6y square, and plus 16xy is minus 16xy, minus 44x means 44x, minus 88y means plus 88y, and 110 minus 110 minus 131. If you take left hand side, this minus 110 minus 130, minus 110 minus 121, we'll get minus 231. So minus 110 minus 121 is minus 231, comma z equals 0. So here we observe coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. So coefficient of x square is 6 and the coefficient of y square is minus 6. We'll get 0. Therefore, this equation represents a rectangular hyperbola. So finally, we get the plane z equals 0 cuts the enveloping cone of the given sphere, which has a vertex of the 2, 4, 1 in a rectangular hyperbola. Here, 10x square minus 4x square, 6x square, 10y square minus 16y square minus 6y square. If you take the left hand side, minus 16xy. If you take this left hand side, minus 44x will become 44x. Minus 88y will become plus 88y. 110 minus 110 minus 121 minus 231. So here we observe coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square is 6 minus 6, coefficient of x square 6, coefficient of y square is 6, 0. Therefore, this equation represents a rectangular hyperbola. Therefore, finally, we are getting. So the plane z equal 0 cuts the enveloping cone of the sphere, which has vertex at 2, 4 in a rectangular hyperbola. See another problem. The section of the cone, the section of a cone whose vertex and guiding curve, the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal 1, z equal 0 by the plane, cut by the plane x equal 0 is a rectangular hyperbola. Then show that the locus of P is x square by a square plus y square plus z square by b square equal 1. So the section of a cone whose vertex and guiding curve, the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal 1, z equal 0 by the plane x equal 0 is a rectangular cut by the plane x equal 0 is a rectangular hyperbola. And show that the locus of P is x square by a square plus y square plus z square by b square equal 1. So first write the generating line or any line through P x1 y1 z. So let P is equal to x1 y1 z1. And we have to find out the locus of P. Any line through P x1 y1 z1 is x minus x1 by L y minus y1 by m, z minus z1 by n. If you take is equal to t, if you take these two, x minus x1 equal to lt, you will get x equal to x1 plus lt. Similarly, if you take these two, y is equal to y1 plus mt, and z equal to z1 plus n. So x equal to x1 plus lt, y equal to y1 plus mt, z equal to z1 plus n. So if you take these two, x minus x1 equal to lt, x equal to x1 plus lt. If you take similarly these two, y minus y1 equal to mt, y equal to y1 plus mt. Similarly, z equal to z1 plus n. Substitute this in the given and substitute z equal to 0. Any point on this line is what is the any point on this line is x is x1 plus lt, y equal to y1 plus mt, z equal to z1 plus mt. So substitute z equal to 0, we'll get z1 plus nt equal to 0. Nt equal to will get minus z1, t equal to minus z1 by n. So t is equal to minus z1 by n. So we have to find out the guiding curve is x square by s square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Here z equal to 0. First I will write z equal to 0. z1 plus nt equal to 0. nt equal to minus z1. t equal to minus z1. So therefore line 1. So this line 1. So generating line. So this line 1 meets the plane, intersects the plane z equal to 0 at the point. So here x is here x equal to x1 plus lt. T is minus z1 by n. That's why x1 minus l by n z1. So here t is equal to minus z1 by n. So we'll get x1 minus l by n z1. Similarly, here t is minus z1 by n. So we'll get y1 minus m by n z, and z is 0. So writing z equal to 0, we'll get t is equal to minus z1 by n. Here substitute minus z1 by n, we'll get x1 minus l by n z1. Here y1 minus m by n z1. This is 0. So this so line 1 meets the plane z equal to 0 at the point x1 minus l by n z1, y1 minus m by n z1, comma 0. This point also lies on the given ellipse x square by s square plus y square by b square equal to 1, because it is a guiding curve for the cone. That's why this point also lies on the given ellipse. So substitute in place of x, x1 minus l by n z, z1 whole square, 1 by b square, y1 minus m by n z1 whole square is equal to 1. So substitute x equal to x1 minus l by n z1. So and y is equal to y1 minus m by n z1. Y is equal to y1 minus m by n z1. So substituting, we'll get 1 by a square, x1 minus l by n z1 whole square, 1 by b square, y1 minus m by n z1 whole square equal to 0. So writing x equal to x1 minus l by n z1, y is equal to y1 minus m by n z1. So eliminating lmn from 1 and 2. So from 1, so this is 1 is x minus x1 by l, y minus y1 by m, z minus z1 by n. So eliminating from 1 and 2, lmn from 1 and 2. So here, if you take this 2, l by n, if you take this 2, x minus x1 by z minus z1 equal to l by n. So l by n equal to x minus x1 by z minus z1. And m by n is equal to y minus y1 by z minus z1. So l by n equal to x minus x1 by z minus z1. So m by n is y minus y1 by z minus z1. So we'll get here LCM is z minus z1. Here LCM is z minus z1. So we'll get x1z minus x1z1. Here minus xz1 plus x1z1. So here minus x1z1 plus x1z1 cancel. We'll get x1z minus xz1. So x1z minus xz whole square by, we'll get x minus z minus z1 whole square by. And similarly here y1z minus y1z minus plus y1z will be cancelled. Get minus yz1. So finally get y1z minus z1y whole square. This is whole square is z. So here y1z minus y1z1. So my here minus y1z1. So here z1 this is. So minus plus y1z1. So y1z1 plus minus y1z1 plus y1z1 will be cancelled. Finally get y1z minus z1y whole square. So here denominator will get a z minus z1 whole square. Here also z minus z1 whole square. Denominator z minus z1 whole square. Here z minus z1 whole square. So this cross multiplication will get 1 into z minus z1 whole square. So here denominator is by z minus z1 whole square. And here denominator is also z minus z1 whole square. Cross multiplying, we will get 1 in z minus z1 whole square. That is z minus z1 whole square. Finally, we get 1 by a square x1z minus xz1 whole square plus 1 by b square y1z minus z1 y whole square. Here denominator will be z minus z1 whole square. Here also z minus z1 whole square. Cross multiplying, we will get 1 into z minus z1 whole square, z minus z1 whole square. Here minus x1 z1 plus x1 z1 will be cancelled. Here y1 z1 plus y1 z1 will be cancelled. So expanding, we'll get, so like a plus a minus b whole square, a square x1 square z square plus b square z1 square x square a square plus b square minus 2ab minus 2ab 2x1 z xz1, that is the 2x1 z1 xz1 1 by b square a square. This is like a minus b whole square, a square y1 square z square plus b square z1 square y square minus 2 y1 z1 yz, 2 y1 z1 yz. So minus 2ab. So minus 2y1z z1y. That is minus 2y1 z1yz. So finally, taking x square common, we will get z1 square by a square x square. And here z1 square by b square y square. And z square will be common. Here x1 square by a square. Here y1 square by b square into z square. Here extra term is minus 2x1 z1 by a square minus 2 by a square, 2 by a square x1 z1 xz. Similarly here 2 by b square y1 z1 yz, and the right hand side z minus z1 whole square, a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I expanded a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Similarly a square plus b square minus 2ab. Here, so finally we'll get so z1 by a square x square, here x square is missing, z1 by a square, right, this is z1 by a square, z1 square by a square x square. So here x square is missing, z1 square by a square x square, z1 square by b square y square, plus here z square is there. If you take right hand side, here minus z square, taking z square common, we will get x1 square by a square plus y1 square by b square minus 1. So if you take this is the left hand side, minus z square you will get here. So we'll get z square is common, x1 square by a square plus y1 square by b square minus 1 into z square. So minus 1 into z square. And minus 2 by a square x1 z1 xz minus 2y1 z1 by b square yz. Here minus 2 z1 is there, minus 2 z1 is there. If you take a right hand side, plus 2 z1, and z1 square is from right hand to left hand side, minus 2 z1 plus 2 z1 plus z1 square is minus z1 square. So finally we get 2 z1z minus z1 square. So here z1 square by a square x square, here x square missed, z1 square by b, z1 square by b square y square, and plus x1 square by a square plus y1 square by b square minus 1 into z square minus 2 by a square x1 z square xz. Because here taking common z square, if you take left hand side z square minus z square, we'll get x1 by a square plus y1 by b square minus 1 into z square. If you take z square left hand side, you will get minus z square. So x1 by a square plus y1 by b square, y1 square by b square minus 1 into z square. So here z1 square by a square x square. So the section of this cone by the plane x equal 0, by the plane x equal 0 is a rectangular hyperbola, then automatically, so it is in yz plane. The plane x equal 0 means in yz plane. So then automatically in yz plane, it represents a rectangular hyperbola. This implies coefficient of y square plus coefficient of z square equals 0. So it represents in yz rectangular hyperbola. This cone represents in yz plane is a rectangular hyperbola. Therefore, coefficient of y square plus coefficient of z square equals 0. Because the section of this cone by the plane z x equals 0, it is in yz plane, is rectangular hyperbola. Therefore, coefficient of y square plus coefficient of z square equals 0. Here z1 square by a square into x square. So finally, we get coefficient of y square is z1 square by b square So coefficient of z square is x1 square by a square plus y1 square by b square minus 1. So finally get z1 square by b square plus x1 square by a square plus y1 square by b square minus 1 equal 0. So therefore locus of p is locus of p x1 y1 z is right, x equal x1 y equal y1 z equal z1 will get x square by a square plus y square by b square plus z square by b square minus 1 equal 0. So x square by a square. So here b square is a denominator here LCM. So y square plus z square by b square equal to 1. So here it represents a rectangular hyperbola by the plane x equal 0. The section of this cone by the plane x equal 0 is a rectangular hyperbola. This is in yz plane, therefore coefficient of y square plus coefficient of z square. Here coefficient of y square is z1 square by b square. Coefficient of z square is x1 square by a square plus y1 square by b square minus 1 equal 0. Finally, locus of p is x square by a square plus y square by b square plus z square by b square minus 1 equal 0. Finally, get x square by a square plus y square plus z square by b square equal to 1. So this is the today's class. So enveloping cone means simple the locus of tangent lines which are drawn from a given point. So from a vertex to a given surface is called enveloping cone of surface with the given point as its vertex. And also, what is the equation of enveloping cone of a sphere s equal 0 is SS11 equal to S1 square. SS11 equal to S1 square. Thank you.